Yo guys, what's up? In this tutorial, we will randomize the position our enemy will spawn in. So we will make sure our enemy will spawn sometimes on the left and sometimes on the right and sometime in the middle. Alright, so let's go ahead and open the spawn manager script. And so this is a really easy piece of code. Basically, what we have to do is we have to take here. This is the position the enemy will spawn in. So we have to change this to a random position. So now how do we do this? Well, this is actually a vector 3, and what a vector 3 is, if you look here on the right top, a vector 3 is basically the combination of an x value, a y value, and a z value. So that's what a vector 3 is. So let's say vector 3, you'll see right now, and let's call it random position. So it basically works like a float value or an int value, but you just call it vector 3. Let's call it random position or random pos, and let's set it equal to a new vector 3, because that's something you have to do with vector 3, so you always have to make sure the new is in there. Let's drag this up a bit. Alright, and then a vector 3, what it needs is, like I said before, an x, a y, and a z. So let's start by adding a x value. So, wait, let's minimize. Where do we want our enemy to spawn? Oh, that's a little bit too far. On the x. So we want it to spawn somewhere between here and here. So let's say 4.5 is probably fine. So we're gonna do random dot position. No, random dot, what am I saying? Random dot range. That's what we need. And then make sure you add the two, those two. And then what we need to do is our minimum. So our minus 4.5, and then our maximum is a 4.5. So basically what this will do is it will take a random number between these two. Alright, so that's really easy. And then you gotta do comma, and now it needs the y value, as you can see here. It needs a float x, a float y, and a float z. So now it needs the y. The y is good, it's 1.2, so let's keep it at that, 1.2. And make sure you put an f there, because Unity needs that f. Otherwise it doesn't know it's a float value. Yeah, maybe let's put an f here and an f here. Alright, then it needs a z value, and I guess 30 should be fine for the z. Yeah, 30. And don't forget the brackets. Save it, Ctrl S. And also don't forget to change our position here to random position, which is our vector 3. We named it here. So random position is now our vector 3, and it will spawn it at a random position. So let's see if it works. Let's delete this enemy, we don't need him. Okay, let's see. So it spawns here on the right side, which is good. And let's see now, where will it spawn? In the middle. And every time you play, it will spawn somewhere else. So that's really great. Boom. Alright. We basically almost have a finished game. All we have to do now is make sure the player dies when he hits an enemy. So that's what we will do in the next tutorial. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe, hit the bell button, and don't forget to like. Bye, guys.